What's up, y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, man. This is Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, bro. Before I get going on today's video, y'all know what to do. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and share the video, bro. If you come through and watch my video, be sure to hit that like button. Put your seatbelt on when you hop in my car. And comment down below. I want to chop it up with you and talk boxing with you, but I can't do it unless you leave a comment. So be sure to comment down below so we can chop it up and talk boxing. And if you want to have me hop on a panel or you want to collaborate with me, reach out to me on my email address at knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com. Again, that's knockoutboxing, the number 8, the number 6 at yahoo.com. But without further ado, let's get it popping and let's get into today's video. And today, we're talking about the PBC, bro. The PBC is bad for boxing, bro. The PBC is bad for boxing. That's what some content creators, some fans, and some people in the comment sections here on YouTube, that's what they would have you believe, bro. That's what they would have you believe. And these same people, they claim to push for undisputed, right? They claim to push for the best possible competition, fighting each other, all in the same breath saying that the PBC is bad for boxing, bro. That's what I'm hearing out here on these YouTube waves. And I want to address it and I want to talk about it. And I just want to bring some facts to the forefront. And I want to make my case as to why the PBC is actually good for boxing if you're a fan of the sport, bro. If you're a fan of the sport and you want to see the best fighters fight each other, if you want to see unifications and things of that nature, then I don't see what you would have against the PBC. So let's talk about it, bro. First of all, let's just stick to what's going on in the sport right now. The stuff that we know is confirmed, the stuff that we know is supposed to happen, stuff that is signed, sealed, and delivered, bro. Who's bringing the 2 biggest fights this summer? Who's bringing the 2 biggest fights this summer? We got Wilder versus Fury 3, and we got Errol Spence versus Manny Pacquiao. Now, the PBC is responsible for making Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury 3 happen. And some of you may say, well, Knockout, that's my point, bro. That's why they bad for boxing. They blocking undisputed. If you got that sentiment, if that's your line of thinking, bro, I again question your integrity and your honor, bro, and kind of how you watch the sport as a fan. Because to me, give me the promotional banner, give me the company that was smart enough to advise their fighter, that understood who they were dealing with, to make sure that their fighter, who is Deontay Wilder, had stuff in writing and had a contract, that was ironclad to where somebody couldn't just skip out on him and do something that they weren't supposed to do, and they have to honor their contractual obligations. Meanwhile, you got Top Rank, who advised their fighter in Tyson Fury to lie, to try to skirt out on a contract that they knew that he was obligated to, and tried to go make a fight, tried to go do something with Anthony Joshua, while they knew they had arbitration going on, and they basically lied to the fans, bro. Lied to us, bro. Y'all got to keep it a buck. They lied to us, bro, about this whole Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury shit. Top Rank and DAZN lied about that shit for over a year, bro. For over a year, they lied about that shit, knowing that this was going on. But the PBC is the one that some people say is bad for boxing. You know what? Give me the promotional banner that makes people stick to contracts, that pushes their fighter and puts their fighter in a position of leverage to where he gets what's owed to him. That's one thing. Bringing us the biggest fight of the year this summer, in my opinion, one of, it's an argument to be made between Wilder Fury and Pacquiao Spence, but bringing us one of the biggest fights of this year, while also making sure that their fighter's in a good position and people have to honor their contract that they signed with them, bro. Versus people lying, misleading fans, being covered biasly and all of that shit, bro. So that's one thing where I'm like, okay, they bad for boxing. Make that shit make sense to me. Make it make sense to me, bro. And then the other thing, y'all like big fights, right? You like big fights. The PBC is bringing us Errol Spence versus Manny Pacquiao, bro. Which in all likelihood, in my opinion, I got a video up on the channel. Go check it out. People are really liking it. In all likelihood, that's going to be a unification fight. Y'all like unifications, right? Manny Pacquiao, in all likelihood, in my opinion, is going to be moved up to the Super WBA champion. And so him and Errol Spence is not only a big money fight, it's not only a fight that's going to have a shit ton of eyes on it, it's going to have huge implications for his division that's going to lead to, you feel what I'm saying? Undisputed, hopefully, because they're going to fight for 3 belts. So it's going to be a unification fight, a big money fight, a star-studded fight out there in Vegas, bro. The biggest fight of the summer, bro, in my opinion. If you argue Wilder Fury because of the implications, because of all the back and forth and the drama that's going on there, I wouldn't argue with you, bro. One of those two is the biggest fight, and they both brought to you by the PBC. But they bad for boxing, though. And those are just the 2 marquee events, bro. Those are just the 2 ones that everybody's talking about. Let's look deeper into it, bro. We got a big unification fight. We got a big fight going down between Nonito Donaire, bro. Nonito Donaire is fighting this weekend in a championship fight. Figueroa and Neary just fought in the championship fight. And guess what? PBC on their shit so much that the winner of that fight, Brandon Figueroa, is about to unify with who? Stephen Fulton Jr., bro. So that's another unification fight. You got Jermell Charlo versus Brian Castano. That's an undisputed fight. But y'all like unifications and undisputed, right? But PBC bad for boxing. They bad for boxing, though. Bringing us all of this shit. Bringing us all of this. But they bad for boxing. Come on, dog. Like, y'all gotta stop, bro. Get your head out of your ass, bro. Get it out from up under there, bro, because if you wake up and you take your biases out of it, the biggest events that are happening this summer, bro, the shit that all of y'all are talking about right now, that you making your live streams on, that if you monetize, you making your money off of, that you make your videos off of, all of this shit, you talking about what the PBC got going on. You talking about the business that they doing. You talking about the fights that they got going on, bro. That's what you talking about, and you know it. And you know it. If not for them, who would you be talking about right now, bro? What fights would you be talking about? You still be talking about who the hell Terrence Crawford is about to fight, right? How many videos are you truly going to make on Anthony Joshua, Alexander Usyk, bro? How many times you really going to talk about that? And so, what I'm saying is, does the PBC have its flaws? Yes, bro. WBA is extremely favorable towards the PBC, and they get flack for it. Just like the WBO is extremely favorable for the for Top Rank, bro. Whatever Bob orders, and the WBA stands for We Back Al. Cool, bro. All sanctioning bodies, all promoters, they have their biases. But at the same time, if we gonna give Top Rank credit, if we gonna give them credit for fights such as Oscar Valdez and Burchell, right? If we gonna give them credit for Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor, we gonna give them their credit. Great fucking fights. Josh Taylor versus Jose Ramirez, that's what boxing is about, bro. Extraordinary fight last weekend, bro. Extraordinary. I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? They also bought us Valdez and Burchell earlier this year. Like I said, bro. Like I said, we got Chocolatito and Estrada, bro. Like, we had some great fights from other promotional companies. That ain't the argument here. The argument is, how can you call a promotional company bad for boxing when they bringing you undisputed fights? They bringing you unification fights. They getting big fights made. I haven't even mentioned the Tank Davis, Mario Barrios fight. Another fight that's what? Gonna have huge eyes on it. That has a lot of intrigue. That people are doing what? Talking about, bro. People are doing what? Covering, making content on it. So at the end of the day, bro, you got to give credit where credit is due. You got to take your biases out, right? You got to talk about boxing in terms of what's going wrong and what's going good. And regardless of whether or not you like a promoter, regardless of whether or not you like a fighter, if they do something right, bro, if they got the shit popping, you got to give them props and you got to give them credit for that, dog. You can't be on no hater shit. You can't be on no biased-ass fanboy shit because you make yourself look stupid. And at the end of the day, right now, as it stands right now, the PBC is winning, bro. Multiple unification fights going down this summer and this fall. Got an undisputed fight going down. Got big money fights going down. Doing good business. Got their fighters in positions of power, bro. To where they becoming champions and fighting top contenders and having big fights in damn near every division, bro. So my question is this. And I'll leave y'all with this. If the PBC is bad for boxing, who is good for boxing? Say that again for y'all. I want you to answer the question. I mean it, bro. If the PBC is bad for boxing, who is good for boxing and define what good for boxing means to you, bro. Because, see, to me, what's good for boxing, bro, best fighters fighting each other, unification fights, undisputed fights, and above all of that, people moving with honor and integrity. And when my fighters tell me that they gonna do something, when a boxer signs something, they honor that shit. When a promoter says something, he ain't lying out his teeth all the goddamn time. All of that shit, I put above those things, but to me, that's moving good. And to me, the PBC is doing the majority of those things, so how can you say they bad for boxing? They put their fighters in a position where if they fight a sign to fight somebody, bro, they fight them. They don't duck out on no contracts and shit. Show me a time where one of their fighters signed some shit and they ducked out on it. You feel what I'm saying? They got unification fights. Ton of them. Ton of them. Just go look at the card, bro. They got undisputed fight coming up. They got huge stars that are fighting top level talent, bro. Giving us intrigue, giving us interest, bro. Giving us shit to talk about. So how could you knock them? My only point is this. If you don't give the zone credit, they deserve credit for some of their cards. They deserve credit for having good cards earlier this year, bro. If you're going to give top rank credit, they deserve credit for putting on the undisputed fight between Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor. They deserve that shit. They deserve credit for the Valdez-Burchell fight, bro. They deserve that shit. But if you're going to do those things, you got to give PBC the same credit and you got to keep that same energy when they get shit popping, when they got it cracking. And right now, bro, June, July, August, and even September with Fulton and Figueroa, they got the biggest fights in boxing right now, bro. They got the biggest and best fights in boxing right now coming up. So you should be happy. Because if you're a boxing fan, your summer right now, your fall right now is lit. And you know why it's lit? Because of the PBC. So quit hating, bro. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section, man. Comment down below. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Share the video. You know what I'm saying? Put your seatbelt on when you hop in my car. And also, if you want me on the panel, knockoutboxer86@yahoo.com is the email. I appreciate everybody watching. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. And with that, we out here. Peace.